Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another video. Another paid request. This time for DarkMetalSpider. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos or topics, reactions, commentaries, whatever, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for the 1975 film Switchblade Sisters, which is also known as the Jezebels. It is at times, kind of campy, kind of fun, kind of goofy movie where it's about this girl gang who at first are called the Dagger Debs, led by this girl named Lace, and her cohort Patch, because she's got a patch over one eye. And one day they attack this repo man who wanted money from people, and he files, just the cops involved. But also the girls meet this new lady, Maggie, and she's able to stand up for herself. Patch is giving her shit, but she's able to fight back, and some of them like her tenacity. So she slowly joins the gang. Because at one point, when the repo man gets these girls arrested, at least to juvenile hall, the warden's a lesbian that wants Maddie, and Lace is like, let's go help her. And so they kick the warden and the other orderlies' asses. And once they get out, Lace and Maddie kind of form a friendship. There's also a little bit of kerfluffle with Lace's boyfriend Dom, who I swear he's trying out for like maybe Grease the TV show or something. And then they're also dealing with this other gang led by a guy named Crabs. And then one thing leads to another, where Lace is found pregnant, but Dom doesn't want the baby. What are we going to do about this other gang? Maybe we'll assault them at the roller derby. Things go haywire. And so on and so forth. You get a bit of girl-on-girl action. Not the kind I wanted. More of the knife fight type. It's one of those films where I can understand the fun and appeal. I wouldn't say I love the film, though, but the acting isn't the greatest. Maddie, she's kind of there. Lace, I mean, she's bad, but kind of fun to watch with how bad she is. Patch, she seems a bit more natural in her acting compared to some of the others. And the other girls in the gang you don't really know much about. One, Lace makes fun of and calls her Piggy because she's fat. The others you don't really know much about. I mean, girl, I think you have two things to say about the rest of the gang. But, I mean, Lace, the way... She's the leader of the gang, but I don't buy her as tough. I wouldn't buy her a fucking onion ring. I wouldn't buy her a fucking bag of fries from McDonald's. I wouldn't buy her as the damn leader of a gang. Because she's trying to act tough, but he has this whiny voice. For example, when Dom says, you should get an abortion, and what am I going to do? Work some shitty job? He doesn't curse. Yeah, well, a little bit curse. Work some job because of you got pregnant? How you knew? How do you even know it's mine? And when he's leaving, she's like, if you go, it's going to turn out bad. So I was kind of more laughing at the film than with the film. But it went at least a decent amount of pace, where, for the most part, the lady gang looked pretty good. They're pretty good looking. Like I said, it has a little bit of a campy, goofy, fun feel to it. Maddie, I mean, I at least didn't mind her, like I said, tenacity, able to stand up for herself and be tough and not being a carpet for people to walk over. So I did like that. I would say I liked her acting more than Lace. Like, the more I think about, like, Maddie, she was fine. Actually, I was just joking. Like, the new girl Maddie, I thought she did fine. But I'm not joking about Lace. She is pretty bad. She's just, again, more of a whiny voice for the leader of this gang. And let's say it's a Jane 70s movie where again, of course the warden is a lesbian. Of course she wants Maggie, and they go in, they beat the shit out of all these orderlies. And a lot of like weird stuff that make you kind of tilt your head. Spoilers. For example, Lace and Maddie, they kind of become friends a bit quick. I mean, I could get that Lace, hey, I like your style, as in that you're not a wimp. But it would have been nice to see a bit more of a build-up of Lace trusting Maddie, liking Maddie, more conversations. We have this in common, we have that in common, or we went to this school back in the day, or something a bit more to showcase to the audience that these two have such an immediate liking respect for each other. Because it feels like they've barely talked to each other, but then I'll go to Lace talking to her second in command and going, Maggie would do that. I trust her. I'm like, you barely know her. I mean, maybe you like the fact that she stood up for herself, but like you've barely had at most 3 conversations with the lady. Like, have a bit more build up, a bit more development, but at least the movie's moving along on a decent, quick pace. Also, Lace goes, hey, give this letter to Dom. Why she couldn't give... I mean, she was going to be in juvie a bit longer for something else, so I can't go and deliver it myself. But then I'm thinking, why are you going to deliver... Why use Maggie? Why not use some of the people you've known for seemingly years who are under more your control? It just felt weird that this important letter you don't give to Maddie, this new girl, instead of, I don't know, Patch or someone else who seems like you've had more experience talking, knowing more, or you're more controlling over. But anyway, Maggie gets the letter, gives it to Dom. People take it, they read it, they laugh, it's like a love letter. And Maddie, getting pissy about it. She leaves. Dom follows her back to her place, assaults, and pretty much fucking rapes her. But then, for some reason, Maddie likes Dom, and all of a sudden Dom likes Maddie, and I still don't understand why. Because there's even a bit later where, what if I dump Lacey? I mean, what if I dump Lace? Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it? I'm like, why does Dom all of a sudden have this infatuation with Maddie? Like, what about it? Or more so, why does Maddie like the guy who just assaulted you and raped you? So sometimes, like, the way the story gets from A to B is a bit funky, is a bit like, huh? Maybe that's just how it was in the 70s. And I didn't grow up in this. I wasn't born until the 80s, so maybe just it was before my time. Or you have quirky stuff, like, for example, you have this classmate just wants to repeat chicken ass. You chicken ass. Which I never thought, kind of a weird term to use, even to make fun of one. You chicken ass. Chicken shit, okay, but chicken ass. And then some of the Lace and other gang beat up this classmate for disrupting the class. And, okay, teacher, go ahead. And some of the lines of dialogue, like, there's literally a time where I think it's Dom tells the principal or someone, why don't you stick your head up my ass? I've heard the phrase, why don't you stick your head up your ass? But why don't you stick your head up my ass? Why would you want his head up your ass? What? I mean, it'd be embarrassing for him, but wouldn't it hurt you more? So what, you want something in your ass? I mean, that's fine if you want to play both sides. Cool, progressive. And not the insurance. But this is such a stupid line. Why you stick your head up my ass? Why would you want that? I don't want someone's head up my ass. You stick your head up your own ass. But why would I want your head up my ass? I just... That's where I'd be like, you watch and you don't... What the fuck, man? So at one point, Maggie, they're like, well, how do we trust her? Do we really want her to be part of the gang? Okay, go get this medallion from Crab. So she seduces the guy, gets the medallion, able to get back. In retaliation, Dom's like kid brother goes in the hospital. I don't even know if he dies or not. I can't remember. I think Lace is pregnant. Dom doesn't want the kid. And Lace starts blaming Maggie. I'm like, for some reason, I mean, you all, you do, people do these flips of personalities, like, Lace, my best friend. If you go to bad. No, it's all Lace's fault. And again, for Maggie, who's such a new person, they just follow her lead very quickly. Like, she comes with the idea of wanting to have this assault on the roller derby. Idea, why does Maggie like Dom? Things go wrong and hectic. And you think more people would be blaming Maggie. It was your stupid plan. If you didn't make that plan, things wouldn't go up shit creek. But no, I mean, after that, Lace is in the hospital. And again, you think as a leader, Lace would be, hey, Patch, get the game. And you kind of find out that Lace tipped off the bad guys because she was mad at her boyfriend Dom for leaving her and seemed like he likes Maggie. Patch finds this out, but she's like, we'll keep this a secret. And then Lace is like, man, we're going to make it so that people think Maggie did it. Okay, Lace, why don't you just say, hey, Jane, Patch, you keep Maggie busy, but bring the rest of the gang here to the hospital. And then have the gang go to the hospital, and then Lace go, Maggie did this. I mean, you would think they would listen more to Lace because she's been your leader for how many months or how many years? I don't know, it's been months, years. Well, Maggie, you've known her for what, a couple days? However long it's been? That's why at the end of the film it's so weird where it comes to the head where they're saying, oh, it's Maddie's fault. And then a lot of the gang is like, no, I don't believe that. I don't think Maggie did it. I'm like, why do you think Maggie didn't do it? You barely know the girl. If they built it up where Maggie... You showcase before Maggie joined, where Lace... There's one bit where she humiliates the one girl, calls her pity. But if you have it be where she's the leader of the gang, but she's treating her other cohorts like shit. And we see this repeatedly. She treats this one like shit, she does this she kicks this one because for shits and giggles, you're out of line, so I kicked you, all this stuff. And the movie really showcases how much of a shitty, miserable leader this person is, but they don't overrule her because of fear, which, again, if that was the case, you'd need to pick a different actress, because this lady doesn't instill anything remotely of fear. And then on contrast, show Maggie being nice and cool with the people, and okay, we're going to be... There's a point she makes herself a new leader, and changes the name of the game. We're the Jezebels. And again, I'm like, lady, you've only been here for like 4 days. Why is the rest of the game going, wait a minute, you've only been here for a few days. What have you done to prove that you're here? You came up with a plan to roller derby. It got fucked up. Why are we listening to you? The one guy says it. I guess because she took the guy down and got his weapon, then automatically the other girls are like, yeah, sure, we'll join you. But maybe you showcase Maddie. She's being nice to this one. She's being kind to this one. She's being supportive of this one. Maybe during a fight she's helping this one. She's helping this one. And the Dane grows to like Maddie a lot more. And Lace a lot less. And then go into maybe the roller derby sequence and all that. I don't know. Anyway, it gets to the third act. Spoilers. Maggie is the new leader. They changed their name from the Dagger Debs to the Jezebels. Which honestly is a better name for a game, the Jezebels. Dagger Debs sounds lame as fuck. The Jezebels, again, better sounding name for a game. Because the Jezebels sounds like a game that would be in the Warriors. So they want to attack Krabs and his crew, so they get this black militant gang led by Marlene Clark. I'm like, I recognize this lady, and she's Lamont's fiancée on Sanford and Son. So yeah, Lamont's fiancée, she's in this, Marlene Clark. And they're able to take over Krabs and his gang. And then at the end, there's a question of, well, who is the traitor? Lace and Patch are blaming Maddie. But then the other gangs don't... The other people in the gangs like, that's bullshit. And ultimately, Lace and Maddie fight. Which, I mean, with how the body structures of these two, I mean, it's not much of a fight. They do what they can, I guess. And it's weird, like, during the fight, there's a point where they show Maddie, and she looks perfectly fine. That after, like, one smack and such, she comes out, and she's almost bloody head to toe. But she's able to stab the girl in the neck, walks out, the cops come, they arrest them. And it almost looked like Maggie got a mental breakdown. But then she's like, it doesn't matter what you do. We'll be back. I'm like, are you sure? I mean, are you going to be convicted of murder? And Patch, I mean, she's one of the bad guys. She got off easy. All she got was, nah, she's not part of the gang. We don't know who she is. But she's the only one not getting arrested. And so if I was Patch, I'd be like, well... fuck it, I'm not arrested. Cool, you're all in jail. I'm gonna be out here. I go get some fries. I go get a drink. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm not in juvie, in jail, whatever there'll be. So, tough titty on you guys. I think Patch got off pretty easily, pretty scot-free. So, it was entertaining enough to watch. It wasn't too long of a movie. You know, that cool 70s aesthetic. A lot of funny little quirky moments. Lines of dialogue. Shove your head up my ass. Why would I do that? Why would you want that? The acting, like I said, Maddie, overall, I was being harsh at first, but I don't mind her performance. Lace is pretty bad, but it's pretty funny. I mean, just this whiny demeanor. I'm like, who the hell would take this person seriously as the leader of a gang? She didn't look like she could beat up a milkshake, let alone anybody else. But yeah, I mean, you have hot women being a gang, although, come on. None of them are lesbians. You get some kissing, you know, lesbian action. Come on. The only lesbian is the old-ass warden. Come on. Come on. 70s movie. What are you doing? It's a female gang. You should have, you know, 2 or 3 of them have like a little, you know, titties. Wear them titties. Show them titties. Show the ass. No titties, no dice. 0 stars. But seriously, it was fun for what it was. It wouldn't be a movie I would watch again. But again, there were times I was laughing at it. There were times I'm enjoying the battle at the end when the girls and the militants are firing the guns and shooting at Krabs and his gang. They took over like a street block, and the militants got some pretty heavy artillery. Take care of business. It just, again, just motivations of characters a bit fuzzy and funky. And again, why does the Dane trust Maggie so quickly? Why does Lace trust Maggie so quickly and then does his 180? And then the Dane, who have known Lace for so much longer, they just immediately don't trust her. Why does Maggie like the guy who raped her? There's a lot of questions that come up, but I kind of enjoying it for its kind of his badness. I know DarkMetalSpider would disagree. This is like one of his favorite films. I'm sorry, man. I don't hate the film. I mean, it's better than Indiana Jones 5 and The Flash. I'll say that. It was a lot more entertaining than that. So, with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.